Joining us now to talk more about taxes is certified financial planner Louis Barajas. Welcome to the show, Louis.
It's my pleasure. How are you?
Oh, it's that time of year, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know, it's a time of year, but let me tell you, tomorrow's the last day, right? And
Right.
so people procrastinate. So either they're going to file the extension or get their tax returns done. But what I want people to understand, that taxes can be really fun. But the problem, yes, but the problem is that you need to, after tomorrow, you need to start planning. The problem is right now we're really doing more compliance work or the preparation. That doesn't really make any difference in people's lives. It's kind of being very reactive. We want to be proactive. And then again, when it comes to tax season, you don't want to feel like you're going to the dentist next year. We want to make it like you say, hey, let's get it and get it done and have fun and get out of there.
There you go.
Okay, but what are some of the things that you should do right after getting your taxes done?
Okay, well, the very first thing you need to do is once you're going to start planning, is take a look at what you're getting as a big refund or if you're owing money. Now, I just met with somebody who's been owing money for the last 5 years. The same amount, $3,000 to $5,000. So what do you need to do? I said, just adjust your W-4. So people don't understand that. What does that mean? Well, if you're owing every single year, if you're claiming, for example, married and 5 on your exemptions on your paycheck, what you can do is you can lower that amount. They're going to take more taxes out now, obviously. You have a little less cash flow, but at the end of the year, you know you're not going to get hit with that big tax bill, right? Otherwise, you're waiting that's why people wait to the last minute, because they know they're going to owe.
Right. And what if, Louis, you take out as much as you possibly can and you're still paying? What do you do?
Okay, so I know people like that. And so what happens is that you can add additional withholding. Again, the W-4, become familiar with a W-4. And again, what you want is that you don't want to owe taxes at the end of the year. And it's very simple to adjust, but it's that W-4 form, meet with your tax preparer, or even the human resource, the employee benefit person can kind of walk you through it.
Sure.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, some people say, well, if you're getting a lot of money back, which is nice, I admit, they say that you're kind of overdoing it. You shouldn't get that much money back.
Okay, so tax season happens. Everybody either does their taxes right away because they're getting a lot of money back. You need to adjust it as well. The reason why you're lending Uncle Sam a ton of money at no % interest. And then what happens, people get that money and what do they do with it? They pay their credit cards off or they pay their property tax bill. So that's what you want to do. You want to adjust it so you're kind of breaking even at the end of the year. That's tax planning. That's being proactive.
Gotcha. And I trust you completely. I know exactly that you know what you're doing. But what if you're with somebody for the last couple of years and you're just like at your wit's end, they're not really listening to you, or you feel that they're not giving you the correct advice?
Okay, so when you're talking about going to a tax preparer.
Going to a tax preparer.
Okay, what needs to happen is obviously you need to find somebody else who's going to listen to you. You're going to need to change that person. But what you need to do is also take control of your future. Take a look at your tax return, because the other thing is that most people, when they get their taxes done, they just get them e-filed. They never even review them. So take a look at also the deductions you've got. Be proactive with your own stuff. It's not that complicated.
So if you're looking at it and say you look back and you've been getting or maybe paying, what's the good middle ground that do you want to owe $100 or $1,000, or do you want to get back?
No, well, obviously there's an ideal, right? The ideal is breaking even. But what I'm trying to say here is we've got to make this fun. Okay, you've got to love taxes. Taxes have to be so much fun. That's what you want, right? So at the same time, let me tell you what you want to do. You also want to take a look at your, like for example, your Schedule A, your itemized deductions. I will tell you, people will waste hours and hours looking for little pieces of paper for medical expenses, and they've never taken a deduction. And in 2013, you have to make over 10% of what you've earned to get a deduction. So if you made $50,000, you won't get a deduction for medical expenses unless you've spent over $5,000. People will spend hours looking for receipts. I want people to relax during tax season, be proactive, do some planning, and also minimize the amount of taxes they're going to have to pay. But you need to spend the time. Tax planning is important. It's not urgent. The tax compliance, the tax preparation is urgent, but the one that's going to create the biggest impact is the tax planning.
Oh, gosh. And that's fun, huh?
It is fun. It's a game. It's just a big, strategic game. It's like chess, and what you want to do is you say, how can I legally minimize the amount of taxes so I can put it in my pocket? But the problem is people don't do that, and by doing tax planning, you're going to save more money over the long term than you're going to pay for a house, if you can imagine that.
Wow.
Can you imagine that money going into your pocket and actually paying for your kids' college fund, helping you for your retirement? That's what you need to do.
All right, Louis Barajas.
Yes, and tax day is tomorrow.
Can you tell how excited I am about that? Let's get it done.
It's going to be fun.
It is
That's
fun.
right, fun. Don't forget the fun.
That's right.
Thank you.